Hi, guys. It is Chelsea from Pages of Chelsea. Welcome back to January's wrap up. Today, we're going to talk about what I read, what happened in January, and my thoughts. So, buckle up. This is going to be kind of a long video. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to start off by saying, looking at me hold this phone case, I have little bitty hands. And if this is how I'm walking around using my phone, this is ridiculous. Like, why? Why do I need a phone this big? Anyway, back to all things bookish. Of course, any book that I talk about will be on the screen so you know exactly what book I'm talking about so you can go find it, okay? I will also be putting what I rated on there so that you can see and we'll go into a deep dive. If you don't want to do a deep dive, but you want to know what I thought on my Instagram and TikTok, there will be yes, no, maybe videos. Let's get started. Okay. So let's start off with the books that I did not get to. I was supposed to read Love Letter to Whiskey. I DNF'd it. And for those who do not know, did not finish because I started this book back in November. I picked it up again. I maybe got 4 chapters in and I was like, I'm not feeling this. So it's nothing bad. I just wasn't feeling it. I am a certified mood reader. So I also was supposed to read The Wife Before. Once again, I had picked that up end of last year and I did not finish it, so I was going to try to finish it. It just didn't make it. I didn't pick it up. It didn't make it. And she gets the witch that she wants. That was on my TBR. If you watched January's TBR video, did not pick it up. Just didn't make it. Okay. Now let's talk about what I was supposed to read and did read. Our Vicious Oaths got a 4 for me, maybe a 4.5. It'll be here. By N.E. Davenport. I'm gonna be very honest. I went into this book extremely blind. Okay. I knew that there were characters that were black and grills, and they were fae. That's all I knew. That's all I knew. I saw this beautiful purple cover, a dragon-esque creature on front, and I said, I gotta read it. That's all I knew that was happening. That was it. I did listen to this book via Libby from my library. I also had the KU version downloaded in case I couldn't listen and I wanted to read. I listened to most and then Libby snatched it back before I was done with it. So I had to finish it, reading it. I enjoyed the book. The storyline was great. I do feel like this could have been a duology just because I'm nosy and I always want a little bit more with the ending, but it ended in a great bow. What else did I like about this book? This was supposed to be a group buddy read. One person finished it first, another person is still reading it, and it's February. Another person never picked it up. So it was just a bad buddy read book, but I enjoyed it. I would recommend that you give it a try if you want to get into fae, if you want to get into romanticy. And this book was spicy. Every time I turned around, they was hunching. So if you like a good hunching in a book, read this book. Okay. The next book I read was Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming by Monique Fisher. Now, let me tell you, I got this book on Bray. And if you want to know what Bray is, leave a comment. I'll do a whole video on what Bray is. And the cover, stunning. I'm a cover snob. I'm a visual person. You pull me in visually, you got me. I'm hooked. I'm sold. I'm ready. And basically, this book is about 4 girlfriends who go to New Orleans to celebrate New Year's. Girls trap, woo! And for giggles, they decide to go to a psychic, and the psychic tells them, you each will meet your man in the next year, the next 365 days. Each of y'all will find y'all's forever. And just off of that alone, I was like, oh, yeah, I love this. A girl's trip, a little telling of the future, and 4 love stories. So I did hold to read this book at the start of the year because I wanted to start it off in such a good note because I just had a good feeling about this book. Let me tell you, baby, I was not wrong. This book was rated a 4 only because one of the relationships is not my cup of tea. It's not for me. But the MMC and the FMC, it worked for them. So I love that for them. But it wasn't something where I could be like, yes. I do appreciate the representation and the openness, but that just, it's not for me. So that's why I got a 4. But I love it. I would recommend it. Sisterhood. Each girl, all the girls show up in each of the stories. Yeah, no, it was good. You have different kinds. You got um fake dating, second chance. Yeah, you got all sorts of, it's, yeah, 4 different stories. Everybody's story is not the same. The only thing that is the same is they meet all in the same year, but different times. Winter, start of the year, spring, late fall, late fall, winter again. Like they're not the same time frame. So I did love the story. I would highly recommend. I think this might be my favorite book of the month. We will see. And then I did Red Rising. Okay, so Red Rising was technically a book club book. I'm kind of in, but not officially in the book club. I just don't know my book clubs, and I just really wanted to read the book with everybody else. So I read the book. I did the graphic audio edition. I keep calling it graphic audio, but I don't. It'll say what it is here. I'll use the cover where I listen to it. My library had it. It breaks up into 2 parts. Each is like 7 hours, 8 hours each. Absolutely love this story. Now, this is what I call a true fantasy. Not really romance in it, which is okay. Takes place on Mars. There's a caste system. So best, okay, bottom of the barrel. Okay. And honestly, there's not really a way for me to tell you what's happening without giving away what's happening. But I'll try without spoilers. MMC, something happens in his life where he gets thrust into a caste system that he didn't know that he was in. And he basically is a part of a revolution. He agrees to be a part of a revolution. So that's what this story is. So good. It is written by a male author, which, if you paid attention to my What's for 2026 video, I'm back. And my January TBR, I want to read more male authors this year in all categories. So I started this year off strong with Red Rising. Loved it. I gave it a 4. It bounces between a 4 and a 4.5 depending on how I'm feeling. So we're going to say a solid 4. Love this story. The action, the secrets, the reveals, it's just, and it hits so close to what we're going through right now with just wanting better and people not letting you be better. So I highly recommend Red Rising. I'm trying to get my brother and my husband to read it because I think they would really enjoy it, especially the graphic audio. I will be continuing this series. It's not a like continue now, but I will be doing this series this year. Let's get back to romance. So I also did Deuce, the Dillinger series by Kimberly Brown. Now, cover, gorgeous. Did I read the synopsis? No, because this is a popular book talk book going around. My girl Jornay that I have mentioned, G that I have mentioned, Felita that I have mentioned, they all read this series and they love it. So those women If they say it's good, I'm gonna read it. I don't really care what it's about. I'm gonna read it. So, um, the Dillinger series is about each sibling gets a book, which is my jam. Started that with the Windsor family, and I love a sibling series. Deuce is the oldest, I think. Kind of. I'm kind of getting vibes that he's the oldest, but we're gonna make sure we concrete that as the series goes on. And basically, it's his love story. We get a taste of his family, his dad, his siblings. These are not men who are on the up and up. These are not doctors, lawyers, teachers. These not them. Okay. So they got a little roughness around their edges. Now, are they the roughest I've ever seen? No. But they got a little roughness. So if you like a little roughness and a good love story, yes. Um I enjoyed this story. I did the audio, ate it up, and we'll be doing Maceo in February. Um, Check it out. I think this is either my first or second Kimberly Brown book. Check it out. That's all I gotta say. Love story, little edges, black romance. So we did Our Vicious Oaths, Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming, Red Rising, and Deuce. Okay, let's talk about the honorable mentions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, before we talk about the honorable mentions, there's another book I was supposed to read. I am so sorry, guys. It's Ella Gets the D by Tanvier Perret. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Now, Ella Gets the D is also a book that I believe I got during Bray. Honestly, I have the rest of the series I got for free through other Stuff Your Kindle days. And once again, cover gorgeous, title The D. What D? Okay? Grabbed it immediately. But as I'm looking at the cover, it says divorced, which I'm okay with. Once again, G told me the book is hilarious. Read the book, loved the book. I believe that I am a fan of this young lady's work. I will definitely be checking out more. This was a good love story. This story had me kicking my feet and laughing. First of all, it is very hard to find romance stories with 30-year-olds. Not 31, not 32, but like late 30s. I'm not there yet, but I love seeing stories of women older in life finding love because it shows the world and readers that you're just because you didn't find it in your 20s or in your teens doesn't mean that you can't find it. So I loved that she was 39, going through a divorce, mom of 2 kids, and it is a love story for her. And baby, let me tell you, that man, okay? First of all, where in DC can I find a nice tall chocolate millionaire lawyer, okay? That loves a woman in her that is older than him and has 2 kids. I'll wait. Tell me. Speaking to the mic. Okay. 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 So yes, this is a love story. It's a messy story. It's a story about a woman who comes to terms that her marriage is not what she thought it was. Decides I can do better by myself. I don't need you, sir. And goes to live her life. She does not leave her husband for a man. She goes to live her life and stumbles into something. Is it clean? No. Is it messy? Absolutely. Her best friend, her friends, the women she comes across, the support system in this book is phenomenal. There's a moment where she is in IKEA in a kid's tent crying and talking on the phone because her life blew up. And an older lady comes to her aid, a stranger, someone she has never met. And what I am realizing is this connected to the book. The older I get, is I love a good story with sisterhood, with women who connect and who care for other women. I love that subplot because I am a romance girly, so I like the romance, But that subplot of best friends, mother in laws, moms, strangers who turn into family, I love that story, and that was definitely woven through here beautifully. There was a lot of moments where it just had me kicking, like just in like laughter and just like beautiful story. So you gotta read Elegance the D. I will definitely be reading more of this young lady's work because I am a fan. I knew this was gonna be good. So keep your eye out because more of her work is definitely getting read this year. All right, let's talk about the two books that were not on my list. And once again, Sunday with Jordan and G. Sunday with Jordan and G on TikTok. They be sliding books into my schedule like I don't already have a full roster. Okay. So they slid the 2 a.m. series into my roster. The 2 a.m. series, and I'll have all three books here because by the time this comes out, all three books will be out. Um, let's start off here. These are all novellas. Okay. I did not read novellas. I like an expansive universe. Give me all of it. I want to know what your maid doing, your nanny, your mailman, your mama, your sister, your best friend. I'm nosy, okay? And I just personally didn't think novellas was really it because you're not giving me a lot. Take my allergy medicine, guys. I am so sorry. So I was like, But then 109 by LB Gaines. And Jordan A and G rave about LB Gaines. And at the point of 109 coming out, she only had novellas out. And I was like, I don't know. But Jordan A always says she makes you fall in love in under 100 pages. And I'm like, that is a big, like, vote of like, yes, under 100 pages. I was like, I know Jordan ain't know what she be talking about. And I know G be reading for vibes. And she be like, it passes the vibe check. But I'm going to have to check this one out for myself. And let me just say, LB Gaines. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pass the vibe check. And she does make you fall in love in under 109 pages. Well, 109 is not this 109, but under 100 pages. I think this one was like 145, the second was like 138, and then I'm not sure if the third one will be, but we'll talk about it at the end of February. And I fell in love, and I was like, I need more LB Gaines. Like, I gotta read more of her stuff. I'm happy to announce at the time of this recording, I am aware that she is writing a full novel, so I will be reading that. So these are novellas. Let's get back to the series. 2 a.m. because as you can tell, the times are about 2 o'clock. And I don't know if your mama told you this, but my mama told me ain't nothing good open after midnight 1 a.m. because the only thing is open is Waffle House and what? Legs. But that's neither here nor there. And the cool thing they did about this series is 109, 123, and 206. Those are the times, but those are also the dates as which the books were released. So 109 dropped January 9th, 123 dropped January 23rd, and 206 will drop February 6th. So that was really cool. 3 different authors. 109 is about a young lady who has an encounter with a gentleman. An encounter, catch the eyebrows. Some things I can't say on the tube, but an encounter 10 years ago, and she cannot let the encounter go. No boyfriend has been able to match it or beat it. She just can't. And she decides, I'm gonna send a text message to this man. Send me a car. That's it. Can you send me a car? And it is their um story of what happens when you can't let an encounter go and you're bold enough to send a text message. And this is an erotic novella. Mhm. 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 It's good. It really, what happens when you, yeah, it's a great story. And there was so many one-liners in this book that just, as a woman who is a mom who has been in a long-term relationship, let's see, we've been together I'll maybe 14 years. Yeah, long-term relationship, as a woman who's been in corporate America, who's now a stay-at-home mom. Like, there was some lines in here that, as a woman, I felt seen. As a woman who's in a healthy relationship and who is happy in her life, still felt seen. There's a line that will always stick out to me, and she said, I forgot how to want things. And when I read it, I was like, dang. Sometimes you just be in life and you just be happy where you are, that you forget to be like, it's okay just to want things in general, to want more, to want to do more, to want to see more, to want to just, it's okay to want. And I remember reading that line and just being like, dang. And this lady, corporate baddie, okay, she's director or high up in her field. She had her own place, she had her own car, she had her own friends, and she just kind of got complacent, which not saying it's where I am, but I'm just saying, as a woman, I can see it. And so, LB Gangs, girl, you got a fan here. Of course, Jordan and G still ain't still ain't put me in the wrong direction. Okay, I just listen to whatever they tell me to read at this point, because I ain't been steered wrong. 123 is written by a different author, DH, and I always butcher the last name, but here it is. Um, this one is a little different. This one is a second chance romance. Um, I will say 109 pushes some boundaries. Boundaries. Maybe not yours, but somebody's. But if you feeling a little, jump on over there. But 123 is a lover girl's book. Second chance romance, office romance, I talk you through it romance. It's good. Okay? It's good. It's good. Okay? These are erotic novellas. So they're short, but they be hunching. So if you want a quick hunch, these are the books for you. Okay? So that will put me at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have completed 7 books this month. I believe I told you guys that I am doing the book challenge, where you pay yourself $5 for every book you've read. So I have read 7 books. So I have paid myself $35. It's a savings challenge, not a spending challenge. You don't get to spend $35 because you read 7 books. This is a savings challenge. So you should join me. And I had a really good month of reading. I had a lot of romance, a couple fantasies. Thriller didn't make it, but that's okay. We'll keep trying. And so we're 7 books into our goal. What did you read? How did it fare? Have you read any of these? Do any of these sound good? Yeah, let me know. I appreciate you coming to hang out. The next video is going to be our February TBR. So make sure you see what I'm reading. That was a little shorter because I'm just telling you what I'm reading and how we got to that list. But that is it. I appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, as well as share this video, like it, comment so I know that you're watching. And I will catch you guys in the next video and at the end of the month for a wrap up. Bye, guys.